I'm going to talk about zombie laundromats. Now, people ask me all the time, how does a laundromat become a zombie laundromat? And I know people like see ceiling tiles out of mine and different things as I'm working on the laundromat. And they say to me, oh, there's a zombie laundromat. Yes and no, I'm always working on mine. It's a constant work in progress. That's just the way it is in the laundromat world. You're always going to be fixing a machine, always going to be having a problem somewhere. It is not hands off, right? So we all know that. We're smart enough to know that. And what happens is these laundromat owners, and it's not necessarily the ones that think it's passive. It's the ones that go, that's only one machine broke. It's only one top loader. Well, it's only two top loaders. It's only three top loaders. Hell, this one doesn't even run for some weird reason. That's how it becomes a zombie laundromat. One runs into two, two runs into three, then you don't care about your ceiling tile, you don't care about the plumbing. And it's not that you don't care, but you get frustrated and you stop wanting to, you lose love. You know, you get so burned out, you lose love because it becomes overwhelming. And that's how comment sections say that's not the only way, Keenan. This one has no power, so we're trying to figure that out while we talk to you. You're 100% right. There's another way it becomes a zombie laundromat, is basically they milk it. People will buy a laundromat and they will milk it. They will just take every dime out of it and they will never invest any money in it. And that's what we call milking. The folks that milk it, and basically what they do is they take all the profit, they never put any back for repairs, they never put any back for upgrades, maintenance, promotions, all that stuff. They just charge the hell out of the customers and make as much money as they can, and then they just let it run into the ground. Two of my laundromats were a lot like that. People before just milked them. So those are really the two ways you're going to run into a zombie laundromat. Is people they lose love in it, or they decide they're just going to milk it from day one, and that's how it rolls. So one of my big pet peeves is stickers. Whenever I have a machine out of order, people decide that the sticker's going to go. And it's mainly because they just have nothing better to do. But when you start buying these stickers, these overlays, they're called overlays. You know, they're 100 and some bucks a pop, 140 bucks, 120, 80. I mean, they're all over the place. And especially when you can't get parts, I mean, it's senseless. And they do it all the time, though. They'll see that plastic hanging off, and they're like, man, I just got to peel that off. And you never do get the old one off all the way. As long as you get the cover, that's the main thing. But just sad. I know customers are going to do it. People are going to do it. It may not be your greatest customers, but it just sucks because it makes it look trashy, and it just doesn't need to be done. It's like such a waste. I don't mind spending money on stuff I need to fix that wears out over time. My big pet peeve is, you know, because they see this and they go, I'm going to help them out. That looks so much better. But you know what? In a week or a month, they'll rip this dang thing off, and it just, after a while, just absolutely sucks. See, like this one, look, they're already started. They'll see that, and they will start peeling on it. The start button goes. I mean, it's just, there's a start button still there. See, that one's gone. I mean, 3 more stickers, $400, $500 more dollars. 300, whatever the hell they're going to charge. I mean, that's how it eats you up in parts on a laundromat, is that stuff there really gets you going because it's so senseless. You know, it's so senseless. I could give them a lot better product, not charge them as much, but they just can't help themselves. That's why you can't be afraid to raise your prices. You can't afraid to be right there. If you have a nice laundromat, you need to keep your prices right in line with everybody else. Don't be the low price leader. You will lose your ass in this business. If you're going to do that, then don't even bother doing it, because the free dries, the cheaper washes by $1 a machine, you're not doing yourself any favors. People are going to use your laundromat for reasons they like it. It's convenient, it's close. If you're none of those things, don't build that laundromat. So hopefully that was helpful. Like I said, that's how you find out. That's how they become zombie laundromats. And sometimes the best people with the best intentions end up having their laundromats turn into a zombie because they get so overwhelmed. It is overwhelming. You try to start fixing machines, you can't fix them, you got to pay a lot of money for it. You know, I see on the forums, one of the questions on the forum the other day was a lady or a person was saying, if I don't start learning how to fix stuff, I'm going to be buried because these repair guys are just charging me a fortune. You will be. And you really need to be worried about that, because it will eat you up. You know, the repairs will eat you up. I've seen it on the forums, people screaming, I can't believe this. I keep telling you guys, if you can't work on this stuff, it's going to cost you a fortune. And then you're going to go up against somebody like me that can maintain their stuff and doesn't have to pay the dealer all the time. And I have a hidden advantage over you. Even if you have nicer equipment or newer equipment, you're still paying out a lot of your profit, and I'm not, so I can keep up with you easier. So hopefully that was helpful. Just wanted to give that information out there.